I've done this a few times. I don't do this very often, but I was a little bit disappointed tonight. I thought that we guarded really, really hard, but I thought we made some mistakes. Ruffin Pratt was a player that, going into this year, is not a player that makes a lot of threes, and you have to pick your poison with them a little bit. So we played off her, but after she makes 3 or 4, you can't play off her anymore. And I thought we didn't adjust, and she was a giant killer in this game. She really kept them in it when, we had a 2-possession lead and chances to push it out. And you got a player who a lot of people in this league don't guard, go 6 for 9 from the arc. And we go 2 for 21 from the arc. I mean, you're just not going to win games in the WNBA going 2 for 21 from the arc. You're just not, And so it's a little bit of the same old. We continue to fight like crazy and put ourselves in position. But when you're playing against a team that has Chelsea Gray and Nneka that can just make plays, can make individual plays late in the game, you want some cushion. And I thought there were multiple opportunities for us to build cushion, and we missed shots or we turned it over. We didn't have a ton of turnovers, but we had some timely turnovers, some missed, box outs and things like that. I thought that we really could put the pedal to the metal in the fourth quarter because we have more depth than them. And, we just couldn't get enough stops to really get in transition. And that little 8-0 flurry that they had, obviously was the dagger and disappointing, but it got away from us before that. It was missed layups and missed open threes that, really kept us, you should win games when you give up 76 points in this, 78, I know, ultimately, but, we have to score the basketball better. So, the challenge for us coming out of the All-Star break is, individually, what are they doing to get in the gym and get more shots up? Some of them do everything they possibly can. Some of them have to do more because they're getting opportunities, and we need them. We need them to make shots if we're going to compete with anybody in this league. So, I feel like we have a challenge to come back and say, we're not out of this. We can get on a run. But it's going to start with, them, committing to putting up extra time and extra shots because we don't have a scheme problem right now. We're getting good shots. We're not making open shots, and I feel for them because it's not like they don't want to make them. They want to make them. But I think at times that we can do more to give ourselves the confidence to really step up and make them when it matters. And we've been in a tough stretch. If you look at our July schedule, we went from playing a game and 5 days off and a game and 5 days off to all of a sudden, a million games in a row. We haven't practiced, in 2.5 weeks. And so that shows to me, when you just go from one walkthrough to a game to the next walkthrough to a game. I never blame this because everybody has these stretches in this league. But our flight was delayed 3.5 hours coming back from DC, so we didn't practice yesterday because we got home at 2:30. And so, it was going to be an opportunity for us to practice, and I felt like it was more important for them to sleep. I just, we've got to come out of the break and get 2 good practices, and then keep shoring up the mistakes that we're making, and believe we're going to make open shots. There's no crystal ball here.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about what went well for the team?
I thought for 3 quarters we defended really, really hard. I thought after that flurry of offensive rebounds on the first couple of possessions that we boxed better. We challenged Gray on every possession. I thought at times we executed at a really high level offensively. We just didn't. Sometimes we scored and sometimes we missed open shots, but we have to play with a little more toughness. Like there were multiple opportunities for us to get on the floor, rip a ball away, and it always ended up in a jump ball, or it ended up, we almost got it but didn't quite. And those are all game-winning plays. Like, they're plays that happen in midway through the second and late in the third. And once again, it's one of those cushion things. Are you creating cushion for yourself? When you can. And so, you know, I keep believing we're going to make our next shot. You know, like I'm not surprised when Tiffany hit the 3 in the corner because I think she's always going to make her next shot. I work enough with Slim that I think Slim's going to step up and make a 3, and it just doesn't happen very often. But I keep believing it's going to happen because, you know, I've spent enough time in the gym individually with her to know that she's capable of making open 3s. And, you know, she was 0 for 4, and they were all wide open. And they're shots that I believe she can make, you know. So, you know, but we have to capitalize when we get great shots. When Tiffany draws congestion in the lane and kicks it out, we have to make those open shots so that she can have space to play. And then it becomes her playground.
Were you okay with the type of 3s that you guys took tonight?
I would say probably 18 of the 21 were good. I thought Renee's last one was tough, right? She's coming in transition. Maybe even AB's last pull-up. But those are the shots that we've all seen Bentley get in Bentley mode and make those shots, you know? And so even that was wide open. You know, they didn't guard her hard off that ball screen. But I mean, yeah, I mean, when we drive and we touch the paint and we kick the ball out, that's what we preach, you know? And we had so many of those. So yeah, I mean, I thought we had a lot of good 3s tonight.
The Sparks are already a top 5 3-point shooting team. How were you and how you guys defended the 3 ball tonight?
Yeah, we were fine with the 3 until, you know, TRP, we were going to give her a shot early. You have to pick your poison, and you just have to look at her career stats to say that, you know, but when someone makes 3 or 4 and they're hot and, you know, they're not thinking about taking them anymore. She's confidently stepping into them. I thought we made 2 mistakes late, you know, giving her shots late in the shot clock where we overhelped and left her like totally unguarded. So, you know, for the most part, I mean, we guarded the crud out of Gray at the 3-point line. I mean, she hit that big 3 late, and that's what Chelsea does, but that's contested. Like, that was a contested one. I thought we shouldn't have given up Nicki the 3 at the very end. That made it 5-8, I think. I don't think we closed out hard enough on that one. But yeah, those were, I mean, it was the rough and Pratt show tonight from the arc.
This question is for Tiffany. Coming off of the hamstring injury, how are you feeling tonight? It was a very physical game. So how are you feeling out there?
It's always physical. I was fine.
Monique, your offensive game has been the last few games. What's you
I would just say practicing game-like shots, just so I can have that confidence when I get in the game to be able to hit those.
You know, Mo got in the gym yesterday and went 50 for 54 on 15 to 17 footers. It showed tonight. I mean, there's always going to be a direct correlation to repetition. I mean, she just owned the gym. I rebounded it for her yesterday. You know, like I just think that when you put in the reps, you build a confidence, and then when you get those shots and then you stick one, you believe the next shot's going to go in, and then you believe the next shot's going to go in. This game is so mental. If you get your hand at the target, you know, more times than not, if the ball is long and straight, it's got a really good chance to go in, you know, and you guys wouldn't know it that I worked for one of the best shooting coaches in America, in Carl Smesko, but it's as simple as that. You know, when you get the ball straight and you shoot it long, you get it past the front of the rim, it has a chance. Doesn't matter what it looks like, you know, where you start it, as long as you get it out of your hand and you finish the shot. And you know what? Mo probably doesn't have a shot that you would say, okay, here's the shot that I would teach my 5-year-old, you know, when she gets in the gym. But it doesn't matter. Like, Larry Bird didn't have a picture-perfect shot either, but when you rep it enough times and you get your hand at the target, the ball goes in the basket. That's what she did.